The practice of performing 20 raka'ahs of taraweeh in the Hanafi school is a well-established tradition based on the Quran, Hadith and the consensus ijma of the companions and early scholars. Below, I will provide a detailed explanation with references from the Quran, Hadith and the principles of fiqh that support the Hanafi position. While the Quran does not explicitly mention the number of raka'ahs for taraweeh, it emphasizes the importance of night prayers and following the sunnah of the Prophet, peace be upon him. Surah Al-Muzammil, verses 1-4, states, "O you who wraps himself in clothing, arise to pray the night, except for a little, half of it, or subtract from it a little, or add to it, and recite the Quran with measured recitation." This verse encourages night prayers, which include taraweeh. Furthermore, Surah Al-Isra, verse 79, highlights the virtue of night prayers, and from part of the night, pray with it as additional worship for you. It is expected that your Lord will resurrect you to a praised station. This verse highlights the virtue of night prayers, which the companions extended to taraweeh. The Hanafi position on 20 rak'ahs of taraweeh is primarily based on the following hadiths and the practice of the companions. First, we have the hadith on night prayers in Ramadan from Sahih al-Bukhari, where the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "Whoever prays during the nights of Ramadan out of sincere faith and hoping for reward, his previous sins will be forgiven." This hadith establishes the virtue of night prayers in Ramadan, which includes taraweeh. Additionally, we have the practice of the Prophet, peace be upon him, as reported by Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, in Sahih al-Bukhari. She said, "The Prophet, peace be upon him, prayed in the mosque one night, and people followed him. He prayed again the next night, and more people gathered. On the third or fourth night they gathered again, but the Prophet, peace be upon him, did not come out to them. In the morning he said, I saw what you did, and nothing prevented me from coming out to you except that I feared it would be made obligatory upon you." This hadith shows that the Prophet, peace be upon him, led taraweeh prayers in congregation, but stopped to avoid it becoming obligatory. Moreover, the practice of Umar ibn al-Khattab, may Allah be pleased with him, is also significant. As noted in Sahih al-Bukhari, Umar re-established the practice of taraweeh in congregation during his caliphate. He appointed Ubay ibn Ka'b and Tamim al-Dari to lead the people in 20 rak'ahs of taraweeh. This practice was accepted by the companions, and there was no recorded objection, indicating their consensus, ijma. Lastly, we have a hadith on the number of rak'ahs from Sunan al-Bayhaqi. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "Whoever stands with the Imam until he finishes, it will be recorded for him as if he prayed the entire night." This hadith is often cited to support the practice of praying 20 rak'ahs, as it encourages following the Imam until the end of taraweeh. The Hanafi school places great emphasis on the consensus of the companions or ijma as a source of Islamic law. The practice of 20 rak'ahs of taraweeh was established during the caliphate of Umar ibn al-Khattab, may Allah be pleased with him, and was accepted by all the companions, including Ali ibn Abi Talib, Uthman ibn Affan, and others. This consensus is considered a strong evidence for the Hanafi position. The Hanafi school's position is also based on the following principles of fiqh, following the sunnah and the practice of the companions. The companions' actions are considered a reflection of the Prophet's teachings, avoiding bid'ah or innovation. The Hanafi scholars argue that reducing the number of rak'ahs from 20 would be an innovation, as it contradicts the established practice of the companions, and ease and moderation. Praying 20 rak'ahs allows for a balanced and manageable night prayer during Ramadan. The other schools of thought have different positions on the number of rak'ahs for taraweeh. The Shafi'i school also holds that taraweeh consists of 20 rak'ahs, based on the practice of the companions. The Maliki school allows for 20 rak'ahs, but considers 36 rak'ahs as the practice in Medina during the time of Umar ibn Abd al-Aziz. The Hanbali school holds that taraweeh can be either 20 rak'ahs or 36 rak'ahs, depending on local tradition. The Hanafi position on 20 rak'ahs of taraweeh is supported by 1. Quranic emphasis on night prayers. 2. Hadiths encouraging night prayers in Ramadan. 3. The practice of the Prophet, peace be upon him, and the companions. 4. The consensus or ijma of the companions. And 5. Principles of fiqh, such as following the sunnah and avoiding innovation. While other schools may differ in their practices, the Hanafi position is firmly rooted in the Quran, Hadith, and the tradition of the early Muslim community.